go.
Here we are then in one of the fastest growing cities in the United States, the fabulous Austin in the great state of Texas. The circuit itself, 14 miles southeast of the city centre, has been home to the US Grand Prix since 2012, the latest in a long list of iconic tracks to have that honour. It's 10 to the left and 10 to the right. I'm not talking about a line dance, I'm talking about the corners here at the fantastic Circuit of the Americas. Overtaking opportunities into turn 1 and turn 12 at this anti-clockwise 3.6 mile track. But we may well see cars struggle to slow down here today as the wet weather interferes with the low-speed grip. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Russell, Yuki Tsunoda and Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Daniel, Ocon and Alex Albon, Antonelli, Verstappen, Pierre Gasly and Behrman, Hulkenberg, Hadjar, Gabriel Bortoleto and Lance Stroll. Doohan and Liam Lawson rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And joining me in the commentary box once again, Naomi Schiff. Hi, Gnomes. Now, I'll be generous here. It's not that long ago that you were racing and entertaining us on a Sunday. But in the years since, the sport has changed quite a bit, hasn't it?
It is certainly an interesting time in this set of regulations because, as you know, when a new set of regulations come out, everything changes and you always wonder who's got it right. Well, we know that Red Bull are the ones who really got it right the last couple of years. But now you can see the rest of the grid slowly start to catch up, and there's really only so much left for Red Bull to get out of these regulations. So it is interesting, and the pack are catching up.
We've got a good chance of matching our results from the last race here. Let's make sure we get the result we deserve.
Well, guys, good news. First of all, the game is not glitched or something, so the penalty we'll receive in the sprint we have not received it in the main race, so we start in our natural position. But even it's better because Max Verstappen, who qualified second yesterday, has a penalty. I don't know why, maybe for using extra components in the engine as well. Have 10 seconds place grid penalty. That means we start not P9, P8, so we gain another place. It's gonna be quick anyway, but another place gain. That means we start P8, fantastic position, and as you can see today, conditions are absolutely terrible. It's not wet, it's very wet, it's not rain, it's heavy rain. That means the grip in the first laps will be terrible probably. I've not drove during the whole weekend in these conditions, so that means first laps can be really critical for everyone, obviously, and especially first lap. So let's try to avoid contacts as much as possible. And first of all, let's see the strategy, guys, because it's gonna be interesting today. As I said, really wet. I was thinking at the beginning to use the inter tire because, as you know, in this game, as happened in real life, the extreme tires are not really useful. Even in heavy rain conditions, as we saw in Singapore, the last race, people that we stay on inter, we were faster than people that decide to change to extreme tires at some point of the race when it was heavy rain. But maybe here today is a bit different because it's heavy rain. Cars are not running still, so that means there are not dry lines. So probably in the first laps, probably the extreme tire will be more effective than the inters. But probably, maybe we have to think about it. If in the first laps we see there is a clear, less wet line because all cars are running through the track, we can feel that the inter can be better tire. Maybe we can take risks and to use the inter tires, So we have to think about it. And maybe not. Maybe we can stay on the stream until the track gets dry. But anyway, at some point, I think everyone will have to switch to inters at some point, because once the rain, or not, maybe to stay on the stream and wait, and then switch to inters. until the track gets dry enough to switch from extreme to dry, but that can be also very risky, because maybe there is a phase in the race where the track, you know, will be wet still, will be light rain, and people that will stay on extreme tires, maybe they will be massively slow in comparison to people that will switch to Inter. So difficult to say, difficult decision. I think we all have to switch to Inter before to go to dry at some point. So I think the key here, the drivers who will get advantage here in this race, it's the drivers that will switch to Inter tire in the right moment, you know. The problem is that anyone's know when is the right moment, because maybe it's the right moment after 10 laps, when all we are running on extreme tires, and even in heavy rain conditions, the Inter works better going in through the racing line. Or not, maybe the ideal time is just when the rain gets lighter, just in that moment try to be the first to switch to Inter, and then obviously later on to switch at some point to dry tires. So difficult, really difficult race to predict in terms of a strategy, but very beautiful and exciting to, you know, to play or to be in this position. So let's try to play with that. I think unfortunately when it's raining you cannot select dry tires, but I think the idea is try to predict the laps, or which lap will be start to get when the rain will be lighter, you know. I think it's 56 laps, and I think heavy rain can stay maybe the first half hour, or first half of the first hour of the race. I mean the first 30 minutes, something like that, I had the feeling. So maybe in between lap 15 or lap 15-20, maybe the rain gets lighter. So I think around lap 20 should be the ideal time, but I'm predicting, I have no idea. So let's play with that. I think around lap 20 should be the right moment to switch to Inter tires. Maybe even sooner, who knows. It's everything to play here. So very interesting. And obviously once the track will get dry, I think it's gonna be one run in dry tires, and I think the medium it should be the ideal tire, because the hard is super hard. Here between the medium and the hard there are two steps. The hard is the C1 and the medium is the C3, and also we have to consider how many laps we have to do in dry conditions at the end, because this tire, the medium tire, is effective, but beyond 20 laps the hard can be better. So if the track dry out really soon and we have to do more than 25 laps on dry tires, even on medium tires we have to manage really well these tires to go to the end. So it's gonna be really challenging race and very difficult, guys, I have to say. But as I said, really exciting. In terms of fuel, we have +3 laps, and as always I try to go as lighter as possible. Minimum should be 56. Let's put +1, because in wet conditions normally fuel saving is much easier. So let's go for +9, +0.9 should be enough, and I think it should be enough. Setup, guys, it's raining, so I think let's increase a bit the front wing. Let's add 4 points of downforce that we have to reduce in the pit stops. In every pit stop I will try to reduce. I have to remember that I had to reduce front wing just to get more you know, more downforce. But I need to remember that every stop I will make I have to reduce 1 point the front wing, you know, once we get dry, to, you know, to don't lose too much speed in straight line sections. So important to know that. In terms of differential, probably I need to add a bit more of differential now on throttle, because it's wet, we need more traction. So let's increase it a bit. also off throttle. And these are the changes, and obviously brake pressure, brake bias will be in 55. Hi guys, hi. Yeah, I think I remember you. I think. There is a couple of people here. You are from Turkey, right? And also welcome to Alman, Kopegi. Hi. I'm seeing people in the chat. Okay, I remember you. I have a good memory. Guys, we have an exciting, super exciting race. As I said, look at that. What race? We are discussing about the strategy today. A lot of unknowns, but yeah, I really can't wait to be here and racing today. It's gonna be really exciting. We talk about the strategy right now. Everything to play, everything is variable here. Don't pay too much attention to this panel because it will be, you know, it's not a strategy, official strategy. Wet soft medium? No, I think the ideal thing here should be wet inter medium, because I think at some point everyone will switch to inter tires, because the stream is very bad tire here. So I think, as I mentioned before, people, once we all run, we will be running on track will get drier, we will have a racing line, and probably at some point the inter will be the fastest tire, and then probably we have to switch to the medium or soft tires, or hard, depend. My idea is wet inter medium. That should be the plan, but who knows? For the moment, everything is unknown, to be honest, because we have no idea in which exactly lap will be dry out. It's 56 laps, so are you going to do my team career? No, I don't think so, because I will finish my career mode probably in February. I will take a break and I will start F126 in May, probably. That is or June when the new game will come out, but who knows? But yeah, maybe in the future I can do that. So a strategy done, discuss. Now in terms of racing, in terms of fights on track, ahead of us Fernando Alonso, that during the whole weekend was really fast. I think should be my enemy today, and the driver I would like to beat. Obviously, at the same time to defend from cars behind. Just behind me, I think it's Ocon, and then I don't remember the next one, but also Alex is there. Yeah, I will run. I will start in 10 minutes remaining, so you know. Yeah, I think. Obviously, the top drivers are. I think I cannot race and racing with them. Maybe in wet is possible. Maybe in wet we have a chance to stay closer to them. But in the final part, once the track dries out, I will have no pace to compete probably with the Ferraris, the McLaren, the Red Bulls, and also another factor is Verstappen. After the penalties, starting P12. And I'm sure in a normal race he have to at some point to be behind me, you know, to attack and to pass me. So probably, especially in dry conditions, Verstappen should be there, you know, fighting with me for position. It's gonna be difficult. Who knows? Maybe he's stuck in the first laps on wet, and I can create a good gap with him, you know. Maybe it's enough. I don't know. A lot of, as I said, a lot of unknowns in this race. But as I said, it's gonna be a super challenging race, super exciting race to watch, guys. Don't miss it. Remember, in 9 minutes in Twitch, DannyFloss1. So people that is on YouTube or Kick, please move on there, because a lot of things can happen today. And also another factor I would like to comment is the fact that I was not running during the weekend in these conditions. So first laps can be critical for me. I have to adapt to my driving style to these conditions, to the grip. Formation lap will be very important to test the grip levels in every corner, traction, everything. And obviously this, you know, the race start will be also critical because a lot of cars, it's wet, slippery, crashes can happen. I don't know if we will have safety cars. This is a race where it's important to stay in every moment in the best possible condition in terms of track position, in terms of known what you will going to do in the next stop. So I can't wait, to be honest. I can't wait to start. So I think this is everything I would like to comment with you. Obviously in the start I would like to pass Alonso. Let's try to do it. But the most important thing is don't crash, stay clean, and to start and to complete this race. It's gonna be exciting, and if I finish in a good position this race, wow, I will be really happy. So guys, it's the moment to say goodbye to people on Kick on YouTube. So please guys, now that if people don't Kick on YouTube, move on to Twitch, and in 7 minutes we start the race. So see you there guys, thank you for watching, and now it's time for